Alright guys, welcome back. This is Val. In today's short video, I'm going to show you how this render here was made in DAZ Studio using AIRE, my new AI render engine. And I'm going to show you this real quick because this is a cool trick you can use. This render is basically done with two components, right? One of them is the background, and the background is a free image pack which you can get for free from my RenderHub store. Just go to renderhub.com/dreamlight, and it's one of the new items there just released today. And this has some really cool backgrounds, 12 of them completely for free, really gorgeous, and you can just grab that and start creating immediately. There's also a bunch of tutorials that comes with this set. Now, when you have that pack, you can just go ahead and open up your environment tab, which you can find here, window panes, environment. This is not the same as render settings, which has a sub tab called environment as well. It's not present right now, but if you have, often render using AIRE, you've got additional tone mapping and environment, sub tab here, right? That's not the same. So you select white, backdrop white, and then click here on browse and just select that image, one of the images I showed you, right? Pretty cool. Now, once you have that, I'm actually loading a car, the Amazon or whatever. It's kind of like a Lambo lookalike, right? And basically you just load it into your scene, and you don't have to spend an hour, tweaking the camera. You just basically put it somewhere where it kind of feels. You can look at the lines here, right, and get it somewhat right. It doesn't need to be exact. And you certainly do not need to care about lighting or, shadows and all that, because that's taken care of you by AIRE. So when you're done with this, you pretty much bring up AIRE, right? And we're just going to select OpenGL, use this resolution here, which is the default one recommended, and we'll just add motion blur and a sense of speed, because as of now it's kind of sharp looking. It's a little bit blurry here at the very bottom, but there's no sense of speed, right? So we're going to add that and just let it render. Now it might not exactly turn out the same as before, right? AI is cool, it's fast, but it's also a little bit random. And I need to start my comfy. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. Just fire this up and let it run in the background. You don't ever need to, visit comfy. Once it's up and running, you just minimize it and forget about it. Cool, it's up running, minimize, and now we can just run AIRE and have that done. So I'm just gonna quickly pause the video and come back in a second. And there we go. It's a wonderful sense of speed. There's some motion blur now happening here, right? We can sense the entire scenery here in the near vicinity, which is kind of cool because the ocean behind is actually sharp. That's really cool, right? So that was perfectly. Now what we can do in addition to that, of course, is we can go ahead and change the car, right? We can have a convertible, we can have blondes in the car and so forth. But what we can do is, of course, change from summer vibe to, for instance, rain, right? We can have the entire scenery look completely different just by doing that. So let me just pause it quick. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Man, I wouldn't try that in real life though, but it looks so spectacular. I mean, oh wow. Man, that looks awesome. All right. So the thing is, I forgot to check one thing. Basically, we don't exactly have 69, right? These images are indeed 69. It's very close to 69, but not really. So this squeezes the image a little bit. If you do 69 on it, it's going to be a little bit more vertical looking, right? But that's kind of fine. It's why a little bit squashing, right? That works. Now, an important setting when you're adding backgrounds in DAZ is to actually go into optimization in the render hub setting. Render settings, right? Here, and take a look at something called texture compression. have that set to off right now, and normally I think it's per texture threshold or something like that by default, which means it can, start to compress your images, and you might notice artifacts on the backgrounds or any other texture. So I usually keep this off, which is a good idea if you have kind of like a clean and empty scene, right? If you have a very, very super high advanced scene with tons of stuff, maybe leave that off or on, right? Per texture threshold. You can then set whatever size you want here, but I just use it off for now. So, and by all means, you don't have to, render motion, right? You can have the car perfectly standing still. And you can have also change that to, let's do summer vibe or sunset. And we're gonna add blurry background behind the car, or make the background blurry, right? Make the background blurry behind the car, and let's render that out. Awesome. Let me just pause it quick. By the way, I didn't enter that. It might be a good idea to actually say the car is standing still, right? So let's see how this turns out. That looks awesome. Maybe the car is slightly too little, right? Might have been a little bit larger. I don't know, it's pretty low camera and so forth, but it looks stunning, right? Just beautiful lighting and all that. Now, in addition to this, what we can do, let's scale the car, by the way, right? A little bit. Just have it slightly larger. It doesn't feel that small. Yeah. So what we can do is, obviously you can add your own Genesis 8 and 9 characters, right? I showed you that in an earlier video. But I've made a specific series also available in my RenHub store called Instant Extras, right? These are in a ton of different categories, different people, like background people, right? And you can quickly populate scenes in the background. So let's just use, for instance, High Life and Mingle Volume 1, and we can add a girl in a yellow dress, and when she's added, she pops into your scene here. You can just quickly place her into place and rotate her, right? Something like that. And then we're gonna add a dude, this one here, or maybe this secondary woman, maybe her mom, right? Click on her and move her into place real quick. We can have a fun scenery here, and we might throw in a little bit dog. Just released a small cute Italian Greyhounds, right? These are small, super cute dogs, and I think we can use here maybe the white one and move that little small noodle. They're called noodles or iggies here, and just position it right about there. Now I wouldn't probably in the real life be here and talk like that in the middle of the road, but we are just doing a render here for fun, right? Let's just do, instead of sunset, we can do morning light. And let's not use the blurry background this time around, and just go with it. So I'm just gonna pause it quick. So the whole idea with AIRE is to stay in DAZ, right? Is to stay in DAZ and design using DAZ. Place the elements where you want them. Get the exact camera framing. Get the exact textures and models and all that. All right. Oh man, that looks so awesome. Wow. That looks absolutely stunning. Now there's a kind of small limitation. If you add too many details, they might at time become slightly less detailed, especially smaller items. If they're a little bit further away from the camera. That just looks amazing. Wow. All right. So guys, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead, check out AIRE in my RenHub store. There's a link below this video, and there's also a link to my own store where you can actually get a free membership of our DAZ to AI club included for 3 months. When you get it through my own store. And so guys, let me know questions, comments, what you want to see next. If you like the video, like it, right? Subscribe and follow along, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you soon.